we are presenting to you this humanitarian.
Jenifa.
Jenifa found yourself give you hope. You have strength for the snap Jenifa. And now you go into the world to be a better place.
You know, that time was a very rough time in my life, but I'm better now.
I'm a woman. I want to stand up for women rights against domestic violence and abuse against women. Let us come together, rally round, write a petition. Jenifa. Allow me to do my job.
Hi guys, you are welcome to another episode of Relufe Review, a show where we objectively review the Nigerian art, music, movies, and entertainment in general. Of course, you know, when you see me, it's another movie review. And like I always say, everything that I say here, all my personal opinion, all my personal bias. On that note, my name is AY with a double O, and let's get straight into the movie that we have for today. The movie we are going to be reviewing today is titled Everybody Loves Jenifa. All right, so produced by Funke Akindele, of course, and it's in the cinemas. Everybody Loves Jenifa. Everybody Loves Jenifa, I'd say, is an amazing story, but it's comedy, you know, it's comedy. And for Funke Akindele, if you have followed, or if you're a follower of Jenifa, right from Jenifa back in 2008, where she actually did release Jenifa itself, where they introduced us into Suliat and how she gave herself the self-acclaimed name Jenifa, into Jenifa's diary, into everything about Jenifa. If you followed her story, and if you have seen Everybody Loves Jenifa, if you would see Everybody Loves Jenifa, it's literally the same Jenifa who couldn't speak well, who wasn't sophisticated, who was a rural girl. She's still the same person, right? But in Everybody Loves Jenifa, I think she has dropped the fakeness and she has evolved to be a boss lady, you know, on her own. She now has money. She now, you know, works like a lot of legal jobs. She's not forcing relationships or trying to make ends meet. She is established. She has a house of her own in a very good estate, and all of that was what we were introduced to in Everybody Loves Jenifa. And even, of course, the previous Jenifa. Jenifa is already a big babe. She's blown now, if you ask me. But the only difference is once you are from, you know, there's that saying, you still belong to the street, or once the street, always the street. That's how I think Jenifa is. She still has some character traits that we are seeing back in Jenifa, that she still exhibits, or she's still exhibiting in Everybody Loves Jenifa. She still poke noses, tries to manage people's business or people's affairs in a way that really doesn't concern her. And she doesn't just know when to stop. And she doesn't know how to draw boundaries or when not to interfere. And she doesn't know the difference between interfering and, I don't know, she's just a lot to deal with. And for Everybody Loves Jenifa, I'll say it's the same thing. If you've seen Jenifa and you know all of that again, if it's new to you, if you've never seen Jenifa or any of our movies before, or anything related to Jenifa, it might be new to you and you would completely love that you're watching something new. But if you have, it just seems like an involvement of the old Jenifa's storyline. But what I would say that she did with Everybody Loves Jenifa is the introduction of some comedy actors and content creators, Kamo State, Lai Wasabi, even Fowles. Of course, Fowles had been in the previous Jenifas, but of course, he's also a funny individual himself. And of course, Funke Akindele herself, amazing, talented, funny actor, if you ask me. So, of course, seeing Lai Wasabi, seeing Kamo State in that movie, seeing Destiny Etiko with the figure and all of that, seeing a lot of, you know, Stan Nze did an amazing job. Stan always tops the chart for me. He did an amazing job as well. Seeing Jude Kosoko, seeing the introduction of new, you know, actors that had not even been a part of Jenifa's series, Jenifa's diary, or any of that would make you, of course, be inquisitive. Like, okay, what's happening with Everybody Loves Jenifa? So if Everybody Loves Jennifer, it was all here and there because, it's comedy, but the most important story that they were trying to tell was Jennifer, our philanthropic self, and the fact that she would go all out to help people. And of course, they introduced us into the first thing where she had saved a child from a fire incident. And that's typical of Jennifer, if you ask me. She they save people. She's a savior. So that's typical of Jennifer to save, anything she wants to do. Oh, Jennifer. That song is just brings back memories. So I saw all of that energy, with the first thing, and I'm like, okay, this is what Jennifer would do. Then over to back in her estate, Stan Nze and his wife, Nancy Esime, played the role of his wife, had just moved into the estate, and she was being abused by her husband. And, Jennifer had witnessed Stan Nze abusing his wife, and she had to step in with the help of Bisola, who played the role of women's advocate, sort of, because she has also been in a similar situation of being beaten by your spouse and all that, and they were able to save the situation, which was all of which was what Everybody Loves Jennifer was all about. Now for Files, Shege is how Shege has been following Jennifer for the longest and has still not been able to get her. But finally, I'm happy. Then finally, after a very long time, since 2014, like Shege said, in Everybody Loves Jennifer, Jennifer accepted his proposal, and Lai Wasabi played the role of Shege's friend, and it was just funny all through, to be very honest. It was here and there, a lot if you ask me, but one major thing they were trying to push was who Jennifer was and what she would do to help the people that, she's just kind. If you ask me, she's just kind, and she'll go any length to help people that she does not even know. So that's all Everybody Loves Jennifer is all about. But one thing I'll say I did not really like about Everybody Loves Jennifer is how so D'banj was in that movie, and I'll say that it was either on that road or on that scene. If you ask me, he had maybe 2 or 3 scenes overall, and he played the role of a drug lord who didn't really have much to say. I'm like, why is D'banj in the movie? And it's just like, you're wasting him or you're wasting his talent. Because I could see the energy, and I think that D'banj could have done a lot more in Everybody Loves Jennifer. But personally, I also think I've seen enough of Jennifer. I don't know if I'm speaking your mind. I think it's time for Jennifer to rest and retire, if you ask me. Maybe take up one position in the community and just retire. Jennifer, we have had it up to here. But funny as always, amazing and beautiful, and it was comedy from start to finish. Everybody in the cinema were literally laughing their intestines out. That's how interesting, and how, of course, trust Jennifer to always bring comedy to life, for she's maybe not the queen, but one of the queens of comedy, if you ask me. She did an amazing job with Everybody Loves Jennifer. I also like the PR that Funke Akindele, does with our movies. Our PR game is on point. And for Everybody Loves Jennifer, is high budgeted. From each scenes, they shot in Nigeria, they shot in Ghana, and as well, they had many people on that location, from costumes to makeup and all of that. It was a massive production, like high budget production, if you ask me. So let's go straight into the rating criteria for Everybody Loves Jennifer. So for the plot, just because it's something that we've seen before. It's the same storyline with Jennifer, but they told it well overall. It was comic, it was comic all through, interesting from start to finish. The idea is for you to laugh, and I did laugh. So of course, for the plot, it was all here and there, but at the same time, there was what they were targeting, which was Jennifer. She was the sole focus on that movie, for you to see who she was, and regardless of how she has made it, or the money that she has, or how much she has done for herself, she still maintained that personality of who Jennifer was, which was what we saw, for the plot. So for the plot, I'll give it a good 8/10. For the acting, each actor, even for those that are not known for comedy, still brought that comedy character to life in Everybody Loves Jenifa. Each character just had to be funny one way or the other. And it's good to have Olayode Juliana Toyosi back on Jenifa's set. It was amazing to see, it's amazing. I mean, it was to see her back on set again, and she did her thing as usual. She was still Toyosi after a very, very long time. She still played the character Toyosi perfectly well. It's as though, there's a way that you master a particular character. I'll say Olayode Juliana has mastered Toyosi, and I mean, she did flow well with Jenifa in the movie. Just that this time around, she played the role of that, backbiter. I just didn't expect. Now that was suspense right there. I just didn't expect that energy from her. I didn't know that she was going to be, Toyosi is good, Toyosi is kind. How is Toyosi and her husband now involved in drugs and all of that? I love that twist to that movie. Now, there was a scene that really, really did bust my brain, was where Fowles was trying to find out who had stolen drugs. So there was a particular scene in the movie, or a particular part of the movie, where Toyosi had stolen drugs that had been mistakenly thrown into the hotel that they were staying from a drug lord and all of that, and she was stolen to go and sell in another part of Ghana, and all of that. I didn't just see Toyosi in that light at all. So for Everybody Loves Jenifa, overall for the acting, I'll give it a good 8/10 as well. For the theme, of course, I mean, it's comedy, if you ask me. So, but then I still love that in comedy, they were able to tell a story. This is comedy, right? But we're trying to project something, and we got that message. There's a way that the comedy was not distracting us away from the original story that was intended to be told to people, which is one thing I love, about Everybody Loves Jenifa. So for the theme, I'll give it a good 7/10 as well for the theme. For the soundtrack, of course, trust me, she comes correct all of the time. For the editing, for the cinematography, there's something with the camera angles, there's something with even how it was shot. It was so clear. Like, when you literally feel like it is glass and you want to lick the screen, that's how clear it is. And Funke is known to be like at the best of her game when it comes to cinematography, when it comes to setting, and all of that. She has the best, I would say, the best cameras, the best editors, the best this, the best that. She has one of the best because, of course, she's an Otogo and she can afford it. But for the cinematography, the editing, the soundtrack, I would give it a good 8/10 as well. For the 8 factor, now in the line of comedy, it's one of a kind. It's funny. Like I want to grade this in the line of comedies, in the line of comedy movies. I don't want to put it under just because there's a way that you can be biased if you want to tag comedy movies with the general normal storytelling, and all of that. So in the line of comedy and comedy films, I would say that for the 8 factor is a one of a kind movie. Jenifa in general, but for Everybody Loves Jenifa, she came back better, stronger, and with all of that energy, good PR, everything, check. Also, for the 8 factor, I'll give it a good 8/10. For the directing, of course, amazing job, amazing directing, beautiful acting, beautiful performance, lovely delivery overall. For the directing, I'll give it a good 8/10 as well. Overall, Everybody Loves Jenifa gets a good 8/10 from this end. It is a must watch. If you haven't seen it, rush down to the cinemas because you're going to laugh. You're going to love it. It's an amazing piece, amazing watch. It's not new. It's a continuation of Jenifa, if you ask me. But at the same time, they told a story with comedy in it and without distracting the viewers. It's a must watch. Please go and watch it if you haven't. It's in the cinemas. Let me know what you think about my final verdict. If you agree or you disagree, let me know in the comment box. As usual, don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe across all social media platforms. It is at RelufeTV. Until I come your way again next time on another episode of Relufe Review, my name is AY with the double O.